All right, welcome to Vaping Zone University. Today's 101 class. We're going to go over the new EVOD EGO style battery from Vaping Zone. We'll real quick go over some of the form factors of the battery, go over some function. We'll look at how to charge it. I'll probably give you a few tips on how to extend the battery life, maybe fix a connectivity issue or two, and then we'll give it a vape. So let's get started. You see here we are, nice Vaping Zone logo. We've got the EGO threading up top. We've got a 510 threading on the inside. We've got a nice clicky button, and if we click it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quick times, it'll go from red to purple to green. That means it's on. Click it again, we know it's on. If we give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quick clicks, it'll go red, purple, green again. And we know it's off because when we press it, no LED. Move down here to the bottom of the mod. We've got the bottom cap, which we unscrew, and it shows us our charging port. So let's go ahead and get our USB together, and we'll show you how to charge it. All right, so now we have our battery, and the bottom cap has been removed. Here we have with us our USB, mini USB charging cable. This is how the mod's going to come. This is how the battery's going to come. If you want to get something else like a wall adapter to use to charge, you're welcome to. However, you can also use this cable in your computer or some similar USB port. Put it in the USB side, take the mini USB, and go ahead and thread it in here, and you'll see we've got a red LED. That red LED tells us that the battery needs to charge. Once the battery has gotten fully charged, this red LED will turn off, and we know the battery is fully charged and ready to take on its way. As far as some features, I showed you the LED on the battery button. It goes from red to purple to green. Likewise, as you vape, whenever you press the button, the LED will light up. Green means I'm fully charged. Purple means I'm starting to lose my charge, and red means you should probably charge me now. So pay attention to that as you're out and about. This is a 1,000 milliamp hour battery, so it's a pretty long-lasting battery. If you're a heavy smoker, or were a heavy smoker, you might consider getting two, but 1,000 milliamp hours is pretty good. Some folks, through prolonged use, might have a connectivity issue. What that is whenever you've put a Addy or a clearomizer on top and then taken off, back on, take off, back on, take off a whole lot of times, the center pin, if you'll see right there inside the 510, will get depressed and pushed down into the battery itself. This is easy to fix and is likely the root of most problems if you're pressing the button and you can't get your atomizer or your cartomizer to fire. First thing we do when we're fixing it is we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make sure the battery is turned off. And we make sure that it's turned off because we click it again and it doesn't light up. Then take any small jeweler screwdriver, perhaps a safety pin, and very gently work from the wall of the battery, of the connector, to that center post, and just gently work it up. Gently work it up. And you see that pin comes out. That's going to help increase a better connection between the battery and the atomizer, or the battery and the cartomizer. And it's a pretty simple fix to a very common problem. Another tip I'll give you as far as helping the battery last longer is to not wait until the battery is all the way down to a red LED when you're out and about using it to charge it. I recommend, the second you kind of see it purple or it starts to get purple, I would recommend charging it as soon as you can. The good thing about this battery is you can use it while you charge it. It has a USB on the bottom that you can use to charge, but while you're sitting at your computer or your laptop and you've got the battery plugged in charging, you could vape on it the whole time. So you're not really losing any functionality if you try and keep it charged. Another tip, a word of the wise, this is not a variable voltage battery. It is a single, just straight voltage battery. When it's fresh off the charger, it'll be anywhere between 3.7, 3.8 volts. Pressing this button will not make the voltage come out of the end of this battery any faster, any stronger. All pressing this button more than necessary will do is break the button and then again break your battery. And then again we have no vapor, and no vapor is no fun. So just keep that in mind. Pressing this button harder than necessary isn't going to do anything except break your mod. Okay, so we've got ourselves a nice filled up, primed, ready to go clearomizer. We've got our battery. It is turned on. A quick note before we start vaping. If you're going to transport this battery, which likely you will because it's a 1,000 milliamp battery, it's going to last a pretty long time. But it's long, as you can see, and so is the cartomizer, or the clearomizer, is long. So when you put the two together, it's that long. Now that doesn't really look like it's pocket friendly, although many times a lot of folks do just kind of stick this down in their pocket and go on their business. I'm going to warn you against that for a few reasons. One, this battery can break right here. So what happens is people have this thing connected together, stick it in their pocket, they sit down, and now you've got a battery that's broken in half, which is the absolute worst case scenario, because then it's not going to be working anymore and you've got no vapor. Another thing that happens, particularly with these kind of tanks that are either poly or actual glass tanks, is that they like to break. And if you've got a broken tank in your pocket, you've got no vapor and you've got a pocket full of e-liquid. So that is not good either. Any one of these scenarios will end up either with a broken battery, a pocket full of juice, and in each scenario you've got no vapor, and that's no fun. So just remember to turn off the battery, take the clearomizer very simply off of the battery and put it in your pocket or your purse or your backpack. When you're ready to vape, we just connect them together very, very easily. First of all, you make sure that you're threaded properly. You never want to over tighten, just finger tight. Over tightening can also crack the tank or break the battery, and both of which leave you with no vapor, and no vapor is no fun. So we've got ourselves connected, we're finger tight, we make sure that we're turned on, the LED is on, it means we can vape, and as we all know, vaping is not like smoking. Vaping is much like taking a sip out of a straw. So in order to do our vaping, we take the button, press it, it's on, take a sip. And out comes vape. It's pretty good too. So there we have our new EVOD, and I wish you happy vaping. Remember, don't smoke, vape, and until next time, thank you for joining us.